Hello and happy Friday. So I put a couple of posts out into the lovely Canva crew, the Facebook group, to ask what would you like me to train on these weekly videos that I'm trying to get out each week, usually on a Friday, to give you a little bit of a snippet of training or demo on a particular tool or feature. So please let me know what you would like to learn more of in a hopefully short and sweet little demo like this. So today I am going to be doing an animated Zoom background in Canva, thanks to Chris Lambert, who said he wanted to know how can you do that. So I will show you now. So as ever, if you are watching live, feel free to comment and let me know if you've got any questions. I've got the comments showing now, and I'm going to share my screen in 1 minute. Bear with. There we go. So what you can do is there are lots of Zoom backgrounds. So if we put into the search, you've got Zoom virtual, you've got sort of various funny ones as well. So there are lots there. Let's have a look at the funny ones. There were some Valentine's ones. There are some that are already sort of set up to be moving, and you can kind of see those. Let's see, Zoom virtual background video, see if that comes up. So again, these are all ones that you could use. Some of these are actual just videos that you put in the back and they just repeat. Someone's asked how to change the order of pics. What do you mean by that? If you could elaborate that in the comments. So yes, so you can have a look and see sort of what sort of things are already here, but you can also create your own. You can sort of search for all sorts. In terms of stuff that I've created, I go to a virtual pub on a Friday. So if I put in, see my designs. So here's some of, I've done a party one. I've done sort of this one here, which was to celebrate a sort of green themed party. So I thought I'd have like some exploding, I guess, fireworks, put some text there to sort of celebrate. Let's see what else I did. Last week I was playing around with this one, a sort of happy hour type one. The top one I was just showing how you can go a little bit mental with too many like animated stuff. And this one was closer based to one of the templates that I found in Canva. And I have also done a bit of animation in my sort of branded one. So I was going to a sort of heart themed, like Valentine's themed networking meeting, and I thought it'd be quite fun to sort of bring some hearts in, and I did this flashing heart there. And the rest, I think that's the only time that I've used sort of an animated object within like my branded Zoom background. So in terms of having a look at like how I created this, if I just create a new page, so in Elements you have got various sort of animated stickers. Let's see, so if you scroll down to in Elements, go to stickers, these are all the like animated stuff that's there. You could do a general search for different like objects and themes if you've got an idea of what you wanted to create. It's really sort of up to you whether you're doing something that you're adding a bit of a sort of moving object to it. But the easiest way to add a bit of animation is to use something like this. So you could have your, your like a list of bullets and have sort of a sort of highlight that if you wanted to. Using an arrow could be quite useful, but if you're using it for business, try not to get too carried away. Like having something like this is clearly a more party theme and is appropriate for that. You could even have this sort of weekend one. But if you start adding too many things going on, it gets a bit crazy. Another quick thing to consider as well is like where you're sitting on the screen. So you don't really want to put anything too important in this little bit here, because otherwise it'll just get blocked. So, you know, if it's something like these fireworks, it doesn't matter if it's a bit behind, but something like important text, like here you can see I've clearly made sure that I've kept this middle bit free of anything. So once you've played around, whether you've used the sort of the templates that we found here, let's have a look. You've got all sorts of themes that you could look for, as I said. So you've got your background here. Now you've got a couple of, I'll just also mention another way that you could animate, and it's another way of creating videos. And that's with, if you had individual objects. So let's just get some basic shapes. So say you wanted to have this, I might want to say, bring my logo in. Let's probably, and I've got these various objects coming in, and I want these to animate. You could do it without using these sort of like stickers that are already set to animate. So what you can do is, if we're on this page, can you see you've got this animate thing here? So you click on that, and it's a bit like in like PowerPoint, it's like a transition thing. It's bringing the elements into the page. So you could have them tumble in. You could have them block. That doesn't really do anything. Breathe, fade. You could have pop. That might be a bit much. So if we were to say have some of these as well are for pro only. Wherever you see a crown in Canva, it means it's pro only. Just trying to think. Let's do the rise. So what we would do is, if you want to have this one as a an animated one, what we can do is you'd click download, and because this is fairly so you would need to also have it saved as a video. So when you upload an image or a video, it seems to be you've only got the option of video and like a flat image. So I've just seen a comment saying, if I have 5 Canva pics and want the order of pictures changed. Do you mean like the pages? If you mean like you've got all these pages within here, you've got this sort of ordering tool here where you can change the order of that. If you're wanting to, I'm still not sure. I'll come back to you later and have a sort of a chat with you and see, because and see if I can kind of get to the bottom what you mean by that. I'm sorry for the confusion. So this is on page 2. So I would click download, and then I only want to have this one go on. So I would click the page 2, done, and then I would download that. So this will download to wherever I have things saved. So it would vary like where you have on yours. So if I download this one here, which has got an animated sticker, so again, I'm just going to download page 1, and it's on video and download. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to show you how it looks when you start to upload it into Zoom, and you can kind of see it in kind of context, the 2 different types. Sort of one which is using this kind of almost slideshow of the things coming in, and it should loop it automatically. So let's stop sharing, and let's see if I can share my Zoom meeting. So this is going to get a little bit strange. So the person said change order of pages in a sequence of 5 pages. So yes, so that's what I showed you just then. I'll just quickly do it again. now that I think I've understood what you've said. Let's go back quickly. So yeah, so here we've got a number of pages, and if you wanted to reorder them, you can do that quite easily. So like if I zoom out and go to say 7, let's go quite small, fit. So I've got a number of pages. So if you had 5 pages here, it's very easy to change the order. So at the top, let's zoom in a little bit more so you can see you've just got these up and down arrows. So it means you could put a picture on each and create a slideshow that creates your animated video that comes behind you. So like if you're a photographer, what you could do, if we go back to this one here, so say you wanted to have this roll in and then you wanted to have a picture, say you wanted that one, for example, and then a series of pictures. And then what you would do is you would just make sure that it would have the same sort of animation, and then save those relevant pages. And as I said, you can just reorder it by using these 2 buttons there. So hopefully that's answered your question. Okay, so let's go back to Zoom and see if I can show you how to upload it. I just want to make sure that you can see what I can see. So you have a button here where you've got this sort of video, and it says stop video. If you click on here, it's going to look a bit different if you're on, say, an iPad or something, but I'm on a laptop. You click choose virtual background. It's not showing at the pop-up. Let's see if we can do share. Let's share entire screen. Then it's going to get a little bit weird now with a lot of things on here. So let's hide that. I want to see that you can see what I'm seeing. So choose virtual background. Yes, you can. So let's move that over. So you've got all these options here. So if you don't have a green screen, then don't have that ticked off. If you want it mirrored, it just means that it's like you see it as if you're looking in a mirror. I prefer to have the mirror thing ticked off, and I've gotten used to it having it that way. But when you have the mirrored, it will look correct to those watching you on screen. It's just a bit kind of confusing. So it's very easy just to add it. So you just add image or video. So we're going to add the video. So let's bring the one that kind of pops in, and then hide that. So hopefully it will just keep cycling through, and we'll sort of go through. So bear in mind that it is going to be a little bit distracting. So consider how much it will, like whether you would use this or not, whether it's appropriate for what you're doing. So if we change and then have a look and see, add video, the love one. So that's what that one looks like, and you can sort of change it anytime you like. So if I take that, you can preview that. And then if I go back again, this is the crazy one. So this is kind of what not to do. I was very deliberately being silly and putting a lot of effects to wind someone up and kind of be really like full on. There's too much going on. So I'd say probably not going for that. This one is sort of, you know, there's one element that's moving about. You can kind of tune it out and ignore it if it's bothering you. But there we go. So hopefully that has been useful. Let me know whether you use the virtual backgrounds. I know that within StreamYard you can use virtual backgrounds, but they've been a little bit not as kind of useful in terms of being able to define the background with the image that you put up there. It's sort of not as intuitive as on Zoom. And if you're using Zoom, just be aware that you know, if you're struggling to get your Zoom virtual background to work, consider what your background is like, you know, like what's behind you. You can see behind me I've got kind of a sheet up, so it's not an official green screen, but it does help the look of my you know, like my Zoom, generally speaking. It tends to work better when I've got more natural light as well. At the moment it's a bit of a dull day outside, so that's affecting the quality of the Zoom, like the you know, like where my edges of my body is compared to the virtual background. And also like what kind of computer you have, like what specs you have. So like if you have an older computer or laptop, it may struggle to, you may not be able to use a virtual background, whether it's animated or like a video or not. So hopefully that helps. Like I said, if you've got any comments or questions, please comment below and let me know what you'd like me to train on next week. In the meantime, have a great Friday and the rest of the weekend, and see you soon. Bye.